Hi and welcome back to Lotus Designs and Fresh Folds. Today we're going to make this gorgeous Lotus Art card. I had all these little petals left over after punching the large petals for this bauble, and I thought I have to make some sort of flower with that. These come from the Blossom Petals punch, and I'm using 16 of the smallest petals on here for the flower and 5 of the next largest petal up and 1 of this third largest. Okay, quick tip for punching these petals without wasting lots of paper, because you do waste a lot when you punch 4 petals at once. I used a strip of paper just over 1 inch wide and come in from this angle so that you're pushing it in this way and you're picking up just those 2 petals at the bottom. First, I'm just adding some ink to the tips of these. Alright, so I've done that to all of these little petals down here. I'll just push all that aside. And we're going to work on a base of this second largest petal to glue them on. Okay, so the first round is going to have 5 on it. Now don't do any shaping to these. I'll show you how to shape them when we're finished. And we're just going to glue these on. Glue your center one on so you know where the center exactly is. Okay, so that's our first round. Now our second round gets popped up on little foam dots. So each little petal I'm going to put on a little foam dot, and I'm going to then put that in that gap in there. Okay, so that's our second layer. So the first layer was 5 petals, second layer is 4 petals, third layer is 3 petals, and because I don't want to cover up that petal at the back here, so what we're going to do is just stagger that down just a little bit, like that. So I put 3 petals on this round. Okay, so we've got the third round on, and our fourth round has got 2 petals, and we're going to stagger that down just a little bit more and just cross those bottom sections over. Now what I did for this little section is put a little spot of glue just under here and hold my finger down. This is the shaping that you're going to give it. Just bend it like this. Bend it over with your fingers. And it's just going to give you just a slight curve. You can just see that slight curve there. Add this little base of the flower here. Take my second largest punch here, and I'm going to insert it back into this largest petal. And I just want to pick up that 3 of those scallops at the bottom. So I'm just re-trimming that, and I'm going to then add some shading to that. Put that up on a little foam dot. You can just bend that around slightly like that. I've just cut some strips of card that they're a little bit less than 1/8 of an inch. Alright, so that's my main flower done. Now for the flower that's not quite open, we're going to use these second larger petals for that. Like this. Glue them down together. And we're going to pop the next one up on some foam. That's going to go in the middle. We're just going to add one of the smaller petals to the front, like that. Now the base of the bud, we're going to do the same thing for the last one. Punch out this third largest petal and thread it back into your large petal. Okay, we're just going to pick up the scallops and redesign then that shape into that. And add some shading to that. and then put a little bit of glue on there, and we're just going to glue that then to the front. And then we're going to glue our stalk on, and then you can do the same thing with this in the shaping. Just flick those petals back and you'll get a little curve like that. And that's the only shaping you'll need to do. You could just pinch these to either side just to give that a curved shape. Okay, and both your little Lotus Art flowers are done. Aren't they beautiful? I've just left mine really basic, and I think that added to the really elegant look of this card. Okay, and I basically sat this in the middle of the card and just clip the bottom here. Clip off your little stalk. So what I did was just stamp a little message down the stalk. Okay, and that just added to that elongated look, which kept this looking fairly elegant. And I'm just using a white ink. Okay, and I've put two little diamonds either end just to emphasize my words here. Okay, now to finish this right off, I'm going to add a little bit of glitter. I'm using a Martha Stewart glitter here, which is called Limeade, and it's a nice bright green, bright light green. Now I'm just going to add some crystal effects just to the tips of these. I don't want to overdo the glitter because I want it to keep that elegant look. So I'm just going very, very lightly on each of the points. Remember, when you put the glitter on, you can take a little bit back off with a piercing tool or something like that, which I'll show you in a sec. Let's add a little bit of glitter. Okay, and what I mean by taking a little bit off is that if you've been a little bit too heavy-handed, you can just manipulate that a little bit and it will come off. Make it go where you want it to go. Alright, and I'm just going to add a little bit to this flower down here that's not quite open. You have to excuse my croaky voice at the moment, I've had a cold lately. Okay, and just do the same to that. And then just take off the little bits that you have gone too heavy-handed on. Okay, and you're done. Very pretty cards. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and thanks for watching. Bye.